When I hear the term partner, I'm thinking about it in a business perspective. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about it in the lines of that it's transactional. Now, many of y'all who been watching my channel, watching my podcast, right? Y'all hear me use interchangeably, right? Why I say that relationships are transactional. The reason why I say that is because modern day relationships have become transactional. Hence the reason why a lot of people use the term partner. Once again, modern day relationships have become transactional. Hence the reason why people use the term partner. I'm looking for a partner. I'm looking for my partner. You know what I'm saying? Because they made it transactional. I believe that relationships shouldn't be transactional. In fact, I believe that relationships should go to the traditional value of actually loving each other because you love that person. That's my belief. Not because you need that person, not because that person is going to bring something beneficial or add on something beneficial to your said life or your said lifestyle, but you just actually being in a relationship with that person because you actually care about that person, you actually have feelings about that person, you want to spend the rest of your life with that person, you want to share your world with that person because you care about that person, you love that person. That's why I believe relationships should be at. I don't believe in a transactional relationship at all, period. Hell, I believe transactional relationships are toxic as hell. And to me, that's fact. That is facts. Transactional relationship is toxic as hell because there's a certain expectation that comes behind it. A matter of fact, to be quite honest with y'all, the reason why we deal with a lot of narcissism, like we've been talking about this a lot in these spaces and stuff, right? Talking about narcissism this, narcissism that. The reason why we deal with a lot of narcissism and a lot of mental behavior issues, right, is because that mindset of partnership, that mindset that relationships have to be transactional for you. I scratch your back as long as you scratch my back. If I'm providing something to you, like a service or servitude to you, whatever the case may be, it is my expectation that you return the favor. This is also to be quite honest with y'all. This is the whole concept about what do you bring to the table, where that comes from. It's because you're talking about a transactional relationship. Let's keep it real, because you're absolutely talking about a transactional relationship. I believe it shouldn't be that way, period. I don't. I believe if we go to the fundamental core root of an actual relationship, then it'll be way better. I'm putting to y'all this way too. I believe that a relationship with a man and woman should be very, very similar how the way we treat our children. And here's the reason why. It's because we don't treat our children as partners, right? Hell, as a matter of fact, you don't hear no grown adult, whether it's a man or woman, father or mother, you never hear no grown adult never mention about their children being partners. You never hear that. The reason why is because we view our children not as partners, but we view our children as children, period. We love our children unconditionally, even though they make certain choices and decisions that we don't agree upon, right? But at the end of the day, we love them unconditionally, correct? So I believe that our relationships as man and woman, husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend, whatever you want to call it and stuff, right? I believe that it should have that same basic fundamental principles where you love each other unconditionally, just because it is what it is, versus loving out of necessity, loving out of need, loving because this person could provide for you, loving because this person could protect you, sit up here trying to love this person because they give bum diggly sex to you. Love this person because they could provide you a car and a house, wherever the stupid reason is. You know what I'm saying? I believe that we have to be in that fundamental value of loving each other for loving each other, or loving each other, unconditionally. Just as similar to how the way we love our children. But the thing about it is that I believe that the reason why it is what it is because not only it's transactional, but I also believe the reason why it is what it is because of out of fear. Fear of being hurt, fear of being betrayed, fear of being cheated upon, fear of all these different things, fear of infidelity, fear of toxic relationship, whatever the case may be. There's a certain type of fear or even a phobia behind that. I believe that if we were to re-examine ourselves, right? We re-examine ourselves, re-examining our upbringing with, our parents and stuff, right? Or your parents, whatever, right? And you literally unlearn a lot of stuff that you mimic from your parents, right? If it was toxic, and really deal with yourself, both man and woman, I believe that we could get rid of that fear or phobia. And I believe that we could get back into that traditional value of loving that person because you just love that person. I have the honor and privilege, right, of loving my wife, Mrs. Zerbian, on that level. I don't love her out of necessity. I don't love her out of need. I don't love her out of want. I don't love her because we be having the best sex ever. I don't love her none of the reason. All that is just an added bonus to me. I love her because of who she is as a person. I love her because of how the way her mind and her spirit is. You know what I'm saying? I love her because she brings something to me that balances me out. You know what I'm saying? Not because it's transactional, because it is something that I admire about her. A matter of fact, even with the admiring part, right? I love her because how the way she is, it motivates me to be a better man. It motivates me not only to be a better man, it motivates me to be a better human being, period. You know what I'm saying? And that's how the way it's supposed to be. Your that person who's in your life is not your partner. That person in your life is bringing something to you that could elevate you in such a way where you just love them because it does is. Let's take it on a spiritual perspective, right? Those of y'all who believe in the higher power, those of y'all who believe in, God, those of y'all who believe in the Most High God, you call it Allah, whatever the case may be and stuff, right? I believe that God loves us just because he loves us. I believe that honestly that God relationship with us is not a partnership. I believe that God relationship with us is not transactional. I believe that it is because it just is. And I believe that that's how the way our relationship should represent. It should be a representation of I say a relationship with God or the Most High God, whatever you want to call this being. It should be that same type of connection. You know what I'm saying? Christian people, Muslim people, they call it a covenant. You know what I'm saying? But even when you use the term covenant, covenant could still be transactional in a sense. You know what I'm saying? So they call it covenant, but I don't even call it that because I don't want it to enter into that realm of once again see like it's a partnership or transactional. I just simply said that it is because it just is. You love because it just is. Because you love them. I believe that love is actually a choice as well too. That you choose to love that person. You choose to pick out that person and stuff. Not a partnership, but you pick out that person or you select that person because of them, because of the something about them that captivate them, that not them but captivate you so much so where you be so drawn to them, where you be so attracted to them in every way possible. That's how the way I am with my wife. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm just so drawn to her, where I'm attracted to her every possible way, physically, mentally, spiritually, you know what I'm saying? Her mind, everything. You know, so whatever the case may be, that's how I'm attracted towards her. And likewise, she is the same exact way with me. We don't have no transactional relationship. We don't have no, I scratch your back, you scratch my back type of relationship at our period. Now, to be quite honest with y'all, this type of thing that I'm suggesting to y'all tonight, this something that it had to be practiced. It's something that it had to be taught. It had to be trained. You literally have to, if you have that mentality thinking that you need a partner or you're into a partnership, you have to unlearn all that for real because it's not beneficial. Because at the end of the day, when you enter into that partnership mentality, 9 times out of 10, it is going to end in a toxic way. Do y'all know even in the business world, right? Even though we have businesses where businesses partner together or businesses merge together, right? Do you know at some point of time that business is going to end? Something's going to happen to cause that business to end because nothing is complete. Everything has a beginning and everything has an end. Alpha and Omega, right? For every beginning, there's always an end. Businesses is no different, especially when you enter into a partnership mentality. Something's going to happen. Something's absolutely going to happen. What's going to disvalue that partnership? That's why I say that you should have entered into a relationship with that partnership mentality because it's not a business. Your relationship is not a business. Even though the modern day culture is pushing people towards your relationship to be a partnership or a business transaction. I know that we have what is known as marriage license. I understand that concept. You have a marriage license. Marriage license is pretty much transactional. I get that. I understand that. Therefore, that's why people end up getting, like prenuptial agreements and stuff, right? Or it be some people who will literally opt out of enter into that contractual agreement, right? Where they opt out of allowing the actual government to dictate their relationship, where they don't get a license for marriage. Now, to be quite honest with y'all, right? A license for marriage is nothing more of a business merger. Because at the end of the day, y'all got to understand that the state and federal government see you and your potential person that you're going to marry, right? They see you as two separate entities merging together into what is known as a corporation. That's how the way they see us as. So that's why they made it to where you get a license. It's for legal purposes because they see you as a business. That's why you have to file taxes just like a business because they see you as a business. They just see you as a sole proprietary business when you're single, or they see you as a corporation or a merger when you're married. Once again, that's the reason why you pay taxes. So, to be quite honest with y'all, If you're looking at it in that concept and you allow the federal government to manipulate your mind to thinking that, yeah, we're a business or blah, 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 9 times out of 10, your business is going to be disvalued, and which that's what they anticipate. Do you do? Here's another one interesting fact that I want to show y'all. Those of y'all know this part of this fact. Y'all know that 80% of 80% of divorces come from women, right? But it's a reasoning behind it. The reason why is because the government has given what is known as a out, or as I call it, the government has gave what is known as a severance package for women. That severance package include if your said state has alimony, right, or spousal support, that's a severance package. So you could want to be in the service for a marriage for X amount of years or whatever, right? And you decide to disvalue that business, right? Or you decide to no longer be a part of that business or corporation, or you decide to leave that corporation, right? You're not giving a severance package based on your years of service. That's like being at a job, right? That's why you got 401ks and different things like that. They treat the federal government, treat your marriages the same exact way. That's why they have divorces. That's why they make divorces popular. A matter of fact, that's why divorces cost way more than you actually getting an actual marriage license. And that's facts. That's facts. So traditionally, women have a severance package. They have spousal support or alimony. If you decide within that merger if you decide within that merger that you end up having employees, right? Guess who your employees are? Your children. If you decide to have employees or your children and stuff, right? Guess what? That is part of the severance package. That is known as child support. Child support is nothing more than a loan through the federal government, through the Office of Attorney General. That is what it is. It's nothing more than a loan. That is why when people pay child support, right, they pay what is known as arrears. Arrears is nothing but an interest rate loan. That's what it is. It occurs when you end up missing a payment. Just like when you miss a payment on a car payment, right? Or you miss your mortgage payment. Same exact concept. You miss that payment, then it corrects interest. Guess who's making the profit off of that? Not only the Office Attorney General, but the Federal Reserves as well too is making a profit off of that. That's why it's popular. That's why it's very popular. They end up getting a profit off of this through one of the Office Attorney General through the Federal Reserve, and it allocates to whatever type of other government entity or sectors that needs the funds. So they're getting paid for that. That's why 80% of divorces comes from women, not men. Because once again, they sell it to women that, hey, if you were to disvalue this business, right, or this business entity, right, you get a severance package, guaranteed. Your severance package, your spousal support. If you end up having employees, they consider your children as employees. Therefore, you could get another additional severance package, which is known as child support. There's another thing known as community property as well too, meaning that whatever type of assets that y'all had gathered throughout your corporation or your business merger, right? You can either get a split half, or depending on the type of money that you want to spend for a divorce attorney, right? You can either get half, or you could get 60%, 80%, 100%, depending on that type of attorney that you get, the one to pay for their services. And that's how the way it is ran. So once again, that is the reason why I'm telling y'all that when you have that mindset thinking that I'm looking for a partner, you're already setting your relationship up for failure right then and there. Just solely with that mentality. That's why, just like I stated earlier, and I'm gonna reiterate again, why not go back to the traditional values of getting into a relationship because you just care about that person, because you love that person and you want to spend the rest of your life with that person. You're infatuated with that person. You love everything about that person. Not because of what benefits you get out of that person, like a business. Why not go into that simple concept of loving that person just because you do? Same as that concept of us loving our children because we just do. We love our children because we do. Every last one of us who have children or who want children, you know what I'm saying, we will literally give our life for our children. Say I'm lying. We will literally give our life up for our children for real. We'll sacrifice our life if it depends on it for our children. Why we can't be the same exact way for us as men and women, husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend, common law marriage, whatever. Why we can't be the same exact way with each other? Reason why is because what they're pushing out there, the agenda they're pushing out there, that they want y'all to be a partnership. They want y'all to think of yourself as partners, so the government can profit off of y'all. So that's my whole entire spiel on that partnership thing and why I cringe every single time I hear people say that. Partnership.